Yes, fucking get in there. Another international break over and back to the real stuff for Manchester United. Premier League football, what we want to fucking see. Manchester United, we've got to get back into the swing of things. Ready for a big week ahead for Manchester United. Brighton on the Sunday, and then we've got Granada in the Europa League. Because that is massive for Manchester United. Trying to finish second and win that Europa League will then be an okay season. Not a great season, but it will be an okay and a bit of success at the end of it. But doing these two things are going to be very difficult. Finishing second is very much within Manchester United's grasp now, but winning that Europa League is going to be hard. So how are we going to go this week with a number of players coming back from international duty, probably more so than Brighton may have. Most of the squad have been out on their international duties. Some have come back injured, some are ready to go, which is great news for Manchester United. But we have had lately a lot of injury concerns for Manchester United, and it does look like some are still there. Now, in the international break, we did lose. Obviously, Marcus Rashford was injured and he stayed out of the international football. He's now back in training as of Friday. Mason Greenwood was out as well, and he's back in training as of Friday. So Solskjaer said in his press conference that as long as they get through the training session on Saturday, that they'll both be pretty much in the squad for the game. Now, Anthony Martial and Victor Lindelof look like they're both out of this game, which is a massive blow for Manchester United with the squad stretched to the limits as it is at this moment in time. We've seen this week that a few players have come back. I mean, Cavani has played a full week's training for Manchester United. Hannibal Mejbri has come into the fold for Manchester United in the squad as well. So it does look gradually like some players are coming back to fitness, and that Hannibal obviously won't feature in this game, but could well feature in a Europa League squad over the next couple of weeks. So, I mean, read into it too much while you will. I mean, the likes of Juan Mata are still be out as well for any sort of squad depth to take forward, but it does look like a little bit of a better squad now, but it's just how the likes of Mason Greenwood and Marcus Rashford are going to be, considering they haven't played for a while. I mean, it's 2 weeks since Mason Greenwood last played, and he's only just come back to training, and Rashford hasn't played for a few weeks either, so, and he's been injured for a while even when he was playing. So it does remain to be seen how these players will play when picked. Now, how the hell Solskjaer's going to be lining up, we're not too sure, because he has got a few conundrums. Obviously, no Victor Lindelof, but it does look like, it did say that he was out of the Sweden squad for personal reasons, but it does look like he hasn't trained, so I gather he might be injured. I'm not 100% sure on the situation, what his injury is for this game, but he's not training the squad, so I take it he is out injured. So the big conundrum is going to be whether Solskjaer sticks with Dean Henderson or goes back to David De Gea. David De Gea is not the number one for Spain now either, so it is looking like though that Dean Henderson is probably edging out De Gea, so I think he's got to go for Dean Henderson again in goal. Then the back four is going to have to be Luke Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, who's rested, which is good to see. Then it's going to be Maguire and Eric Bailly at the back. That's going to be the back four. Now in midfield, I mean, what is he going to go for? We know with what we've had in that last game, with Fred being absolutely horrendous for Manchester United. Will he stick or will he twist? I think he's going to keep Fred in there. I do, but I would like to see Pogba, McTominay in there as a midfield pair. Bruno Fernandes just in front of them. Then I would go for Marcus Rashford on the left, Mason Greenwood on the right, and Edinson Cavani up front. I think that is the best sort of lineup that Manchester United can probably get out at this moment in time. And if Manchester United can get some goals in this game, I would take a couple of these off, the likes of Mason Greenwood and Marcus Rashford, and maybe even Edinson Cavani off, or maybe even Eric Bailly off the pitch, some players off, just to keep them away from fucking getting injured again, if Manchester United can get a respectable lead at any point in this game. But we know what happened last time around in this fixture. It took a goal after the final whistle for Manchester United to fucking win this, and we played absolutely horrendous away at Brighton earlier in the season. Horrendous, and we just got the 3-2 win, which was a fantastic result for Manchester United considering how shit we played. But if we can get 2 or 3 goals up in this, it would be so important for Solskjaer to bring players off and rest them ahead of that Granada game, because we have, I mean, this international break, some players has been a relief for the likes of Wan-Bissaka, who's played so much football recently, players that haven't been on international duty because they've not been with their countries. Because Manchester United have had 3 games a week for God knows how fucking long, and we need to sort this out and sort of rotate a bit better when we're picking up knocks and when we're getting into the lead. Because when we had Real Sociedad a month or so back, we didn't rotate enough and bring players off, which we could have done when we were winning fucking easy from the first game. It was a bit of a joke, and that is where Solskjaer's got to be a bit better at. Bringing players off when we are winning, making these substitutions at better times in games for Manchester United in order to maybe win a game of football, maybe to rotate and rest a player when needed. And obviously Fergie was the master at that. Now, this isn't going to be probably isn't going to be a rollover for Manchester United. We know how Manchester United have been recently. We haven't been scoring a lot of goals. But Brighton, you don't know. I mean, Brighton got 3 against Newcastle last time out, but Newcastle were fucking terrible. So Danny Welbeck, Maupay getting a couple of goals, getting a goal each in that game. I think Maupay will be their biggest threat for Manchester United if they are to get a result in this game. I do believe anyway. So I would say he is going to be the key man for Manchester United to watch out for. But also Danny Welbeck coming back to Manchester United with a point to prove. Always when these players come back to Manchester United, they've got a point to prove. But I'm not really I'm confident that Manchester United can get the 3 points. I'm just not confident that Manchester United are going to swat this team aside. I think it's going to be a difficult game. We might have to be patient in this one because, as I say, we haven't been scoring a lot of goals recently in games of football. But I think we've got to up the tempo a bit, get a bit quicker and play a bit better from that midfield, because that midfield has been poor lately. And I'm hoping that the return of Paul Pogba now to full fitness can really help Manchester United move forward, because without Paul Pogba in midfield, we're really not creating nothing. We haven't got the passing range, the goal threat that we have in midfield when we've got Paul Pogba on the pitch. That just isn't there. Fred is just too basic. McTominay, as good as he is, it just isn't Paul Pogba, and that is key for Manchester United. I think Paul Pogba will be key for Manchester United in this game, trying to pull the strings in midfield for Manchester United to create things. And if Edison Cavani back up front, I think that could be a massive positive for Manchester United, and Greenwood coming in from that right hand side, because I would like to see that a bit more from what he done last season, cutting in from that right hand side and getting some early shots away. Anyway, I'm going to go for Manchester United winning this game 2-0. I don't think that Manchester United are going to swat these aside, because obviously Greenwood and Cavani and Rashford haven't played a lot of football lately, and it is a bit of a concern. I mean, he could switch up that front 3 and put James up front or Ahmad up front, but I wouldn't expect Ahmad to come in for them to start in this game. Certainly not. May feature from the bench. I mean, James has been playing well on and off lately for Manchester United, and he scored for Wales, so he could be an option to play on that out on the right instead of Mason Greenwood, if he feels that he's fitter than Greenwood, which he probably is. So that could be an option. We will have to wait and see. His pace down that right hand side could cause Brighton some problems for and be a positive for Manchester United there. So we will have to wait and see. But I'm not expecting a big score for Manchester United in this one. I reckon it's going to be a low scoring game, but I'm hopeful Manchester United can get over the line and not end up with another fucking stupid draw that we've had a lot of in recent times. Let me know your thoughts. As I say, I'm going for 2-0 for Manchester United winning this game of football. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comment section below. How do you think we should line up with that important game coming up against Granada as well? It is a difficult period for Manchester United, because we've got to get these results to stay in that second position and hopefully win the Europa League. And this is where Solskjaer's really going to earn his bacon, managing the games that are going to come thick and fast again for Manchester United. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't subscribed around here. And please share the video if you're watching this on Facebook, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.